body that I came up with, but I take the blame for it.
Hey, yo, that was not supposed to happen. What up, 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 what up? Good morning. TGIF, happy Friday. What up? How you doing? Let's get into the music. Yeah, I was trying to get my Red October on, and the song has started already. But that's not even the song I wanted to hear. Let's go. I muted it. There we go. Welcome to the Wake and Bake Show. Your daily, interactive, Philly, sports, motivational, vocabulary, philosophy, gaming show. And I'm a fancy clown. Get your coffees ready. It's gonna be a red October, baby. Hopefully you got your water. Hopefully you got some smokes if you smoking. Life got ups and downs like speedball. Trying to get you thrown off like a seesaw. It can get real fire like street ball. That's why I don't even wave when I see you. If you're scared to wear jewelry, what these haters gonna do to me? Act too foolishly. If you're scared, get security. If you're scared, get life insurance. God with me checking my endurance. Life hurts careless, but don't be careless. Life got ups and downs like a speedball. Trying to get you thrown off like a seesaw. It can get real far like some street ball. That's why I don't even wave when I see y'all. 3-4 times a day I wanna take a week off. Shit can get hectic, wanna ease off. Switch focus, start smoking, blow some steam off. Breathe, cough, now when I leave off. You hear my nieces in the background? Trying to get you thrown off like a seesaw. It can get real fire like street ball. That's why I don't even wave when I see you. It's my turn. If you're scared to wear jewelry, what these haters gonna do to me? Life got ups and downs like speedball. Trying to get you thrown off like a seesaw. Act two. Alright. What up, y'all? Appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate being here myself. So it's Friday. It's gonna be a wonderful weekend. The Phillies won last night. And I could honestly sit here and talk about that for about an hour. But I know that's not what people showed up for. And that's not even what I got on for. If I wanted to sit here and keep talking about the Phillies or keep consuming Phillies media, then I'd just get my ass on Twitter and do it by myself. Or go do it with the homie. But I'm here, man. You know why I'm here? Because this is the Wake and Bake Show. Welcome to the show. I'm here to inform. I'm here to get it cooking. And I told somebody a long time ago, I was like, oh yeah, what we baking? What we baking? We baking productivity, baby. We baking progress. So, just in case anybody was wondering, the Wake and Bake Show, baby. We baking progress and productivity. Anyway, with that said, let's get into the word of the day. So, this was interesting. I'll be honest. I've never heard this word ever. Ever, ever, ever. I found it today
in a thesaurus and I was looking up synonyms for discipline, not not like discipline. I don't know how to say this. Not the kind of discipline you possess, but the action of discipline. You know what I mean? The verb, right? Not the noun. So this John was in there, but it had nothing to do with discipline. Anyways, what's the word pronounced as?
Fief.
Say it again.
Fief.
Hmm. Say it a different way.
Fief.
Okay. So the word is fief. It's a noun. What's a fief? A fief is a feudal estate. Now that seems pretty direct, right? I don't like that. I can't use that. That's nothing to me. That doesn't help me at all. So let's go to the second definition. Something over which one has rights or exercises control. See, that's a little bit more broad. I can get my I can wrap my head around that. You know what I mean? Like this right here. This is my fief. All of this. This is my fief. This show, this is my fief. I don't have a co-host. If I had a co-host, it wouldn't be my entire fief, but or the entirety of it wouldn't be my fief. But this is my show, so this is my fief. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to my fief, my domain, my space. This thing which I have rights to exercise control. My fief. Make sure y'all take care of y'all fief. I think it's fiefs. Is it thieves? What would the plural be? Is it thieves? You think they got it on here? In European feudalism, a fief was a source of income granted to a person by his lord in exchange for his services. A fief usually consisted of land and the labor of peasants who were bound to cultivate it. So they was passing off, what do they call them? Plantations? They was passing off plantations, or they was passing off factories, or they was passing off businesses, just whole running businesses, like a franchise. Like, you want a Burger King? You trying to cop a Burger King? I got one for you. You know what I'm saying? They was passing off Burger Kings to each other. The income it provided supported the vassal, who was obliged to fight for his lord as a knight. There you go. So that's how they paid them off back then. That's how they used to bribe motherfuckers back then. Okay, that makes sense. See, I like that. Fiefdom. That's where we get the word fiefdom. Yo, this shit is so funny. But it's hilarious because it's all like super like archaic and not useful. But like I said, if we can expand it to the meaning, the second meaning that it has, which is something over which one has rights to exercise control, then all of this is my fief. All of this is our fief. I'm gonna make sure I use that John this weekend. I'm going out with some of the homies, and I'm gonna make it an absolute point to throw that John just in general conversation, and just kind of look for reactions and see how people react. Especially considering some of them should see the show before I hang out with them. But anyway, like I told y'all, let's get into the real reason I'm here. So 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I read this article and presented it on this show. What up? I read this article, presented it on the show, and I was basically talking about how like California is mostly a really liberal state, and for them to make some shit illegal, considering they got weed legal over there, they got a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, let's just be real. They got alcohol, they got weed. So if they got alcohol and weed and cigarettes, tobacco products, and guns, like most other states, then I'm going to say, well, shit, if something's actually like illegal over there, opiates, barbiturates, all of that stuff is legal. So if something's illegal over there, then that means it must be an issue. Oh, look, I got to turn this other light on because I'm not shining brown like I'm usually shining brown. Give me a second. I got to make my skin shine. My apologies. I think that's better though. I'm a little browner now. I ain't as pale. So anyway, yeah, I was like, these shits probably are a problem. So I wanted to inform people that these four right here. These four: brominated vegetable oil, potassium bromate, propylparaben, and red dye number 3. These four have been made illegal in California. So I was like, well, let me go upstairs and check and see if I have any of these things in my pantry, right? See if any of the things that I have that I eat actually feature these food products or these ingredients. And I didn't see much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I read a couple of my labels and I didn't see much at all. So then I was like, oh, I could go to the store and go buy some stuff. And I was like, why the fuck would I do that? Yeah, no. I was like, let's just get on the Googles. So that's what I did. I got on the Googles. And we can start with this: foods with brominated vegetable oil. All right. What up, kitty? California, Skittles ban. Okay. See, I want to click whatever this is. Here we go. All right. So, brominated vegetable oils found in a variety of common processed foods, including dairy products like creamy or cheesy soups, ice cream, sauces and dips, drink mixes, candy, vitamins, breakfast cereals, soda, cottage cheese, trail mix. Now, I was mad because I eat trail mix and I consider trail mix to be a pretty healthy thing, right? I don't expect them to be putting like preservatives in trail mix. I don't expect them to be spraying plastic on trail mix. I'd be thinking, all right, I got my nuts. I'm good with my nuts. But nope, they do. They do. They spray that stuff onto the trail mix. So be careful, because it's not just unhealthy foods here. Like, people eat breakfast cereals. Children eat a lot of breakfast cereals. My children eat a lot of breakfast cereals. People eat I don't eat cottage cheese, but people eat cottage cheese, and I'll bet they think it's healthy. I bet they think it's healthy. So there you go for the brominated or brominated vegetable oil, the BVO. That is literally in a variety of food, from drink mixes to candies to cheeses to cereals to trail mix. That shit is in everything. And like I said, this is literally my reason for getting on this joint today, just because I felt like, oh wow, I was surprised. Like, it's in a lot more stuff than I anticipated. So I felt the need to come and share. Now let's move on to the next one. Food products with red 30. Okay, the data and puzzling history behind California's new red food dye ban. I'm gonna assume that's what it was gonna say. Ban. 30 red foods. Nah, let's go here. Is red dye number 3 still used in cosmetics? I know they use it in the maraschino cherries. I know that. That's why we never, as a bartender, I never ate the maraschino cherries. People always say, like, I'll be like, yo, that's straight up plastic that shit's floating on. All right, the dye is FDNC red number 3, also known as red dye number 3. Today it is found in thousands of food products, from Brax candy corn and varieties of Nerds, Peeps, Pez, candy canes, fruit by the foot, to Entenmann's Little Bites mini muffins. Damn, them joints is good. Yo, the Little Bites is so addictive. Betty Crocker mashed potatoes. Damn, my mom cooked those. Fruit cocktail. That's the broke. You know, I ain't even gonna get into it, but I be eating fruit cocktails. I ain't been that poor for a while, but you know what I'm saying. Pediasure nutritional shakes and Morningstar Farms veggie bacon strips. Yeah, I don't eat veggie bacon, but that's a lot of stuff, man. For red 3, for some artificial coloring, you could have just left that shit the regular color. But back in 1990, the FDA carefully reviewed decades worth of animal studies on red dye number 3 and determined that FDNC red number 3 has been shown to induce cancer in appropriate tests, and therefore unsafe for use in externally applied drugs and externally applied cosmetics, and cannot be listed. They don't even want you to put it on you. Rather, like, let alone put it in you. Unsafe for use in externally applied drugs and externally applied cosmetics, and cannot be listed. Even though the risk appeared small, the agency's decision hinged on the Delaney Clause of 1958, which requires the FDA to ban any food additive that is shown to induce cancer in humans or animals. So it ain't that much cancer, but it's a little cancer nonetheless. All right. This is just telling us how dangerous it is. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's any more products that it's gonna list or any real quick clear warnings. Okay. Such consumer advocates has long pushed for the bans of artificial dyes in foods, many of which have been linked to behavioral problems and hyperactivity in children, especially yellow number 5, yellow number 6, and red number 40. Whew. This sounds like a joke, don't it? Don't it sound like some just like some Halloween stuff? Um, okay. Next. Number 3, potassium bromate. What we got? Nah, I'm good on the ad. What is it? Potassium bromate is a chemical additive. Kitty, can I have my arm so I can smoke? I know you want to celebrate Red October with us. Give me a sec, guys. I want to be considerate. There we go. Potassium bromate is a chemical additive commonly used in food industry to help strengthen dough and enhance the texture of baked goods. It's often added to bread, rolls, and other baked goods to make them rise higher and have more uniform texture. However, potassium bromate is controversial due to its potential health risks. Potassium bromate is classified as a possible human carcinogen by the International Agency for Research on Cancer, the IARC. I didn't even know that place existed. All right, just give me the damn list. Thank you. Potassium bromate food list. Potassium bromate is a common food additive that's been used for decades to improve the texture and rise of bread and other baked goods. The following products often contain bagels. Any of y'all eat bagels? Stop. I'm just playing. But bagels, bread, crackers. I eat a lot of crackers. I do avoid carbs often so I could stay this skinny. You know what I'm saying? I do avoid carbs, so I eat a lot of crackers instead of bread. Like if I'm gonna eat tuna, I'm not gonna eat tuna sandwiches. I'm gonna eat tuna crackers. If I eat peanut butter, I'm not gonna eat peanut butter sandwiches. I'm gonna eat peanut butter crackers. So I'm not doing myself any favors because the shit is on there too. And then donuts, English muffins, pastries, pizza crusts, pizza dough, pretzels, rolls, tortillas, waffle cones. All right. I have one. All right, I'm trying to go up the list, bro. I have this in my cabinet, tortillas in my cabinet. I have rolls in my cabinet. I have no pretzels. I have pizza dough. I don't have pizza crust because I have pizza dough. Pastries, I mean, that could be anything. What do I have as far as pastries? I have some blueberry muffins that came from the kids' school. English muffins, I have those in my fridge. Donuts, no donuts right now. Crackers, just bought some last night. Obviously, we have bread, and obviously, I've got bagels. So, I obviously need to read all of those labels. This is making me uncomfortable. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Because I be trying to avoid processed meats and things with like excessive amounts of sugar or what's that oil? What's that oil that they use? High fructose corn syrup, right? So anything that I know is automatically gonna have high fructose corn syrup or a crazy process in order to make it what it is. Like if I gotta go through some stuff, I try to avoid that, So I try to avoid like lunch meats and stuff. I try to avoid like, things that you just don't know what's in it exactly. Meatballs, hot dogs, sausages. I try to avoid stuff like that. Try to avoid candies, juices, sodas, excessive sweets, fried foods, salty snacks, stuff like that. But you know what? What does that leave me? That leaves me a whole lot of raw foods, a whole lot of vegetables, a good amount of nuts, fruit, and breads and things like breads and crackers. I eat a lot of breads and crackers. So now I gotta be careful about my breads and crackers and my nuts. A study was done years ago. What up, King of Kings? Good to see you, my G. What up? I'm assuming that you are going to finish this statement. A study was done years ago. Yeah, man. Nuts. Pause. That's all you got for me. What up, brah? How you doing, baby? Happy Friday, bro. I mean, what can I say, bro? You want me to say legumes? I eat a lot of legumes. 2% of hot dogs have human DNA. Ooh. Yeah, good morning on that note. 2% of hot dogs have human DNA. You know what's crazy about that, King of Kings? That is such a wild statement that I have to look it up. It's not a lack of trust in you, but it's more so just if that's some true, if there's any truth in that, I need to prove that right now to anybody that's looking, because we about to put a death to these glizzies. All right, human, and then I got to go back to the last one, whatever. I don't know how to say it. Human DNA in hot dogs. Human DNA has been found in 2% of hot dogs and sausages. All right, wait. Snopes. You know what Snopes is, right? Snopes is they go around proving and disproving things. The Hot Dog Report. This is a news station. Talk about mystery meat. A new study found human DNA in hot dogs. Meat is in veggie dogs. Okay. In October 2015, multiple news sources reported on a study that purportedly documented, y'all, you know what Snopes is. Snopes goes around just trying to disprove shit. This ain't the only thing I'm going to read, but I am going to read it. Documented discovery of human DNA in several popular hot dog brands and traces of meat in versions specifically marketed as vegetarian. The research on which the hot dog claims were based was alternately termed a study, a report, and testing, with a private company called Clear Labs credited for the findings. Incidentally, Clear Labs described their hot dog research as a report, not a study. Among the news outlets that covered the claims was Britain's Daily Mail. I use Daily Mail, I read Daily Mail, who reported in 26 October 2015 article headlines, human DNA found in popular hot dog and sausage brands and 10% of vegetarian varieties containing meat. Human DNA has been found in 2%. I'm sorry. Major study, Clear Food, 66% were vegetarian. The genetic testing analysis. Subsequent media coverage, including Daily Mail, sourced their information from Clear Foods, undated, the hot dog report. In an embedded video, the Clear Foods representative described the company's claims. The sum of Clear Foods' findings appeared below the clip. Okay. Of 345 hot dogs and sausages Clear Food analyzed for the report, 14% were found problematic in some way. Problems included substitutions. Okay, I got scared. Problems included substitutions and hygienic issues. Substitutions occurs when ingredients are added that do not show up on the label. That's crazy. Rats. Hygienic issues occur when some sort of non-harmful contaminant is introduced to the hot dog. In most cases, human DNA. Here's what we found. Substitution. We encountered a surprising number of substitutions or unexpected ingredients. We found evidence of meats not found on the label and absence of ingredients advertised on labels. So they said it's beef, but it's no beef. And the meat in some vegetarian products. Clear Foods found human DNA in 2% of the samples and 2/3 of the vegetarian samples. 2/3 is a lot. We found evidence of chicken in 10 samples, beef in 4 samples, and turkey in 3 samples. Prior to appearance, hot dog study, Clear Food was a relatively unknown entity in social media. The company's first tweet was dated 22 October 2015. On that day, just a few days before the story went viral, Clear Food tweeted, bam, bam, bam. Clear Food is the authoritative. Yeah, these niggas went. Did they research? Missing from the bevy of articles about human DNA in hot dogs and meat and veggie dogs was any explanation of how Clear Foods determined those percentages, under which conditions testing occurred. Okay, see, they try and bring it down. The flurry of interest bore many similarities to an earlier report claiming California wine was contaminated with arsenic, peddled by a company that tested alcoholic beverages for purity. Clear Food similarly touted its Clear Score, aimed to reward the brands with the highest average scores based on criteria known only by Clear Food. All right, I'm going to skip a good bit of this because I just want to know if it's true or not. Okay, so they did not say. But they basically said Clear Food didn't appear to have an established laboratory presenting vetted data. So these are claims. They're not necessarily proven, but they are not necessarily disproven. As Snopes has determined, some hot dog sausage study contain human DNA. ABC News. Let's go. This is around that same time period, see? October, whatever, 2015. So a whole bunch of companies got all this information from Clear Food, but people are saying that Clear Food isn't necessarily. Fuck, rats. They using DNA, dog. 2/3 is a lot. Watch the doc called What the Health. I see. It's funny. What up, Lindsay Pop? I be trying to avoid watching food docs because they just make me not eat nothing. I already have issues eating. Like I smoke a lot and I don't eat very much. And then when I watch these food documentaries, then I'm like, I go and I look at food and none of it looks like food to me. So my choices are like vastly decreased, which is already an issue for me. So yeah, I'm avoiding watching food docs. It sucks. It really does. I watched this doc called Controlling Our Food like 10 years ago, and I haven't been the same since. Dead serious. Have not been the same since. So, appreciate you, King of Kings. Thanks for the info. That was very enlightening. And I am not saying I don't believe this. I'm not saying that. I'm saying everybody picked up on the report. They all reported it, but they just don't know how to verify the exact numbers. However, none of these companies have come out and sued Clear, the people doing the study or the research. None of them came out and sued them for defamation or anything like that, so they can't deny the claims, which means that there's got to be some truth to them. At least I'm using my deductive reasoning to come to that conclusion, right? I'd rather have chicken. Yo, chicken is processed too. Like you ever peep, like you go to the store, right? And you go get some lunch meat or whatever. It's a big ass butt of chicken. When have you seen a butt of chicken that big? Like, and then it's like it's oven roasted chicken. Bro, they take chickens, they mechanically separate them, and then they push them all back together like a meatball. They put color in and season, they whip it all up, then they recook it again, and you got a big butt. And then they slice slices off of that John. That stuff ain't real. My mom copped some chicken breasts the other day. Them Jones was dead ass this big. Like it's a big box of them this big. I'm like, bro, what are chickens got breasts that big? Them chickens got some big titties, bro. I don't know. I done seen chickens. I ain't never seen the chickens with titties that big. Damn chickens D cups. So yeah, it's all the problem is it's mechanically processed. The problem is they messing up the DNA and all of this stuff and they feeding them a whole bunch of hormones and stuff. So even if it is the kind of meat you want it to be, it ain't necessarily, natural, organic, or healthy. But it is what it. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I stopped eating meat for like 2 years. I'm only back on it because I ain't want to be weak. I really did. So I don't know if y'all all know, but basically I stopped eating meat because I was like, ooh, I want to see if I can. I went to Thanksgiving at my homie's crib. They cooked a whole bunch of different nice types of food. And I was like, all of these foods are amazing. And the two things that I didn't enjoy was the ham and the turkey. So I was like, oh, I ain't have to eat no meat tonight. Let's see how long I can keep that up. And I started on that Thanksgiving. And by New Year, I was like, bro, it's not a struggle. This is very easy. And then I went a whole year. And after a year, I noticed that I ate some French onion soup and it had beef broth in it, right? I was eating French onion soup. I'm a vegetarian. I'm eating French onion soup. It had beef broth in it. And that shit fucked me up, bro. It was running. It was like, it was terrible. And I was like, wow, I'm weak. My whole system is weak. And I didn't want to be weak. I never wanted to walk around. Pause. I never wanted to walk around like that. So I was like, all right, I need to wean myself back onto meat. And honestly, that's what I had to do. It took me about 6 months. My real homies that was around me in my life at the time, they know, they watched me struggle to eat a piece of fish, then have to take a week off, eat a piece of chicken, then have to take a week off. It took me 6 months to work myself back into being able to consume meat. Pause. But to stop took me one night to make the decision, bro. It's crazy how it is. It's really crazy how it is. Yeah. So with that said, like I'm I'm only consuming meat because I want if I end up somewhere where there's nothing but, you know what I'm saying, burgers, I want to be able to eat a burger without passing out and sweating all night and being stuck on the toilet for 2 days after that. Okay, let me get back into this last one. This is the one I did not read, I believe. Propylparaben. Propylparaben. This is the fourth type of food ingredient that was made illegal in California. So I'm checking to see what types of foods these can be found in. Oh damn, this list got long. Muffins. I love muffins. Iced tea. So I'm assuming they're talking about the bottle of iced tea that you can buy, but maybe they're talking about the instant stuff too. Let's see. Stop laughing at me, dog. It's my life, man. The beef broth. That's what they put in the glizzy. Come on, bro. Yeah, I remember that. Consumer meat. Pause. Butt burger. Hey, yo, you having fun with yourself, bro. You having fun with yourself, bro. Pudding. I don't eat pudding, but my young boy do. Turkey roast. Turkey breasts. See that? Turkey breasts. Breastises. Yogurt. I I stopped eating yogurt because I did a lupus run one time with my homie, and I think his aunt had lupus, so he does the lupus run like every year. And I did the lupus run with him, and the year that I did it with him, the sponsor was YoPlay, so we was in there just fucking up the yogurts, and them yogurts was fucking us back up, and I ended up running the race and having to stop the race because digestion. I personally believe every human being is lactose intolerant, at least the adults are. That's my belief. Apple pie, cereals, candy, dried meats, beer, sauces, processed veggies. I eat processed veggies a lot. I eat a lot of frozen vegetables. So, drawing on myself. And I drink beer. Frozen dairy products. Okay, so what's this called again? This was the propylparaben, which that's like propylene, like I'm pretty sure that's like a plasticish type of thing. What up, Azor? Welcome to the party, bro. Just trying to give these people some health tips, man, so we can all live forever, bro. So I think I'm off this food thing. Unless anybody else got anything to add, I appreciate you, King of Kings, for bringing the glizzies to the show. I'm about to move on to this Friday motivation because we've been here for a little while. We coming up against it. So yesterday, they was asking Nick Castellanos, which is plays for the Phillies. They was asking him if him and Bryce had planned to wear some Coach Prime gear together because they did. They came in the game together with the Coach Prime stuff on, and they was like, was that the plan? And he was like, no, it wasn't the plan. It was just coincidence. He was like, we've been dumbing out on the Coach Prime though. Like we watch all of his pre-games, we watch all of his halftime speeches. And he don't know, but he's coaching a lot more athletes than just the kids on his team. So I was like, word. That's one thing I always loved about him was like his speeches. So I was like, hey man, let's check out one. I ain't do it yet, but might be worth it. Let's see what he got.
FanDuel Casino Reward Machine. Free to play every day with a
Don't
chance
gamble.
at a $2,000 top prize.
It's like if you watch sports, they just force gambling.
Fellas, with every journey, there are going to be some real obstacles that's strategically placed in your path that you must get over, get by, get through, get away from, and you got to deal with it. See, the thing about those obstacles is that it's personal. See, normally it's the things that you care about, the things that means a lot, the things that you must deal with right now that you can't put off and you can't procrastinate about. You can't even avoid it because it's personal. It knows you and you know it. Now see, I pride myself on being a great father. They say most African American men are not great fathers, but the devil is a lie. See, one thing about a father, a real father, I don't care what ethnicity, if you say something about his kids, it's personal. If you say something about his woman, it's personal. If you just come on his property or do something that you have no business doing, it gets personal. And the reason it's so personal to me is they said something about my kids. You think I'm gonna let them talk about y'all and it ain't gonna be personal? You think I'm gonna let them doubt y'all and it ain't gonna be personal? You think I'm gonna let them naysay y'all and they ain't gonna get personal? You think I'm gonna let them say all the stuff that they said and that we don't have and we proved that we have it, and even when we proved that we had it, they said it wasn't real. Therefore, guess what? Say, it's personal. I respect the head coach a lot. He said some things. He tried to back off of it. But it's too late because it's
See if he got another one. That was before the Oregon game.
His name we pray. Amen.
See where they start.
God gave me a word long before this, but he's been holding it. Because it's not about them. This is about us. This has nothing to do with the team that's opposing us. This is about us. This ain't got nothing to do with the naysayers, the unbelievers, the haters, the doubters. This is about us. When we started this journey, we told you it was gonna be trying, it was gonna be tough, but you endured because it's about us. That man next to you is a miracle. That man next to you is a believer. That man next to you is a go-getter. That man next to you is a dog. That man next to you is somebody who wants this thing. That man next to you is somebody who believes. That man next to you is somebody that got to have it today. We ain't got tomorrow. We got now. We ain't got next. We got now. We ain't coming no more.
We here. Hey, yo, he got me.
If y'all know we here, give me my theme music.
All right. One more? Y'all want one more? Oh, sheesh. Y'all want one more? Yeah, that junk got me. We got now. We here. All right, let's see if we can get one more. I don't hear nothing.
Hey, we got now. We got now.
Oh, different angle. I wonder if they got anything when he was at Jackson State last year. I didn't type Colorado.
You good with that? Yes, sir. Who ready? Moment, and this is the time. Everything we got.
It's like a hype.
Well, give me my darn theme music, then, DJ. Not about them. This is about.
Ah, come on, man. Coach Prime made the entire team wear blank jerseys.
If you don't own a gas mask already, consider getting one. Why? Because according to this report,
My son, Junior, stand up. And a lot of you guys was desiring numbers that ain't you. What I mean by that, alignment is not wearing a single digit. That's not gonna happen up under me. That's not gonna happen. And if you ain't that guy, you're not wearing a single digit. Back in the day when we came up, the single digits was that guy, right? It was him. It was who he was. How can you ask for number one and you ain't the one? Okay, and second of all, ain't nobody gonna work the number of the quarterback. I don't care if it's my son, I don't care who it is. Whoever the starting quarterback is, nobody's wearing a duplicate number. That don't happen nowhere. It's not gonna happen here. We only have 8 single digits goes 2 is gone, and I give out 1. So there's only 8 left. You're not wearing 0. That would never happen because that means you're nothing. So I don't understand who wants a 0. I don't understand if you want to be a nothing. I don't get that. So that's 7 of those numbers, and we will assign those. Or you work your butt off, we get it. But forget 1, forget 0.
All right, that's clearly not a pregame speech. Well, like I said, we're up against the time. I'm going to move on to these quotes, baby. So, I went with Napoleon today. Why? Because I've been going for a lot of peace. And Napoleon, he wasn't all about peace. So I figured he might have some perspective to add. So, let's see what he got to say. Death is nothing, but to live defeated and inglorious is to die daily. God damn, he took that seriously. Wow. All right, never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. That's a good one. That's a good one. Women are nothing but machines for producing children. Okay. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. This boy got a big ego, bro. History is a set of lies agreed upon. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Ability is nothing without opportunity. That's not bad. That's not bad. I can no longer obey. I have tasted command. I cannot give it up. You need to learn. I took him down at the end. I like this one. This is a good one. Ooh, yeah, we're going to leave on this one. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. You've already conquered yourself. At least that's my understanding of it. I would wear the 0 as well, King of Kings. I absolutely would wear the 0. I would wear the 00. I'd be even uglier. I wear the 00 out here, bro. But yeah, he who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. You can't walk around scared. You can't walk around nervous. That was what the whole song was that I played at the beginning of this show. If you scared, get security. If you scared, get life insurance. But that ain't gonna save you. You still gonna walk around scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what it said? Life, what did I say? Let me see. It's my song. I could go back to it.
Foolishly.
Why'd I do that? Just crashed on me. 56. 156.
If you're scared, wear jewelry. What these haters gonna do to me? Act too foolishly. If you're scared, get security. If you're scared, get life insurance. God with me checking my endurance. Life hurts careless. Don't make time for stress. Life got ups and downs like a speedball.
I'm gonna end it off on that note. I appreciate y'all coming through and hanging out with your boy. If you're not following already, give your boy a follow. You can also check these videos out. They get reposted over on YouTube, A Fancy Clown. Check out TRN Podcast, the realest podcast ever created. You can hear that on Spotify, Apple, everywhere you get podcasts from. You could also follow the TRN Podcast on Twitter. I got the Discord popping, A Fancy Clown. I stream on there sometimes and I share good information. And lastly, I want y'all to have a wonderful weekend. I'm back on this joint every weekday, 10 a.m., bright and early. Y'all be good. Peace.
Act too foolishly. If you're scared, get security. If you're scared, get life insurance. first careless, but don't be careless. Life got ups and downs like a speedball, trying to get you thrown off like a seesaw. It can get real foul like some street ball. That's why I don't even wave when I see y'all. 3 or 4 times a day I wanna take a week off. Shit can get hectic, wanna ease off. Switch focus, start smoking, blow some steam off. Breathe, cough, then when I leave off. Life got ups and downs like speedball, trying to get you thrown off like a seesaw.